What kind of things make you scared? Big hairy bear? Empty bottle of vodka? Decreasing medical condition of Supreme Leader? Oops, I mean, President? Well, for silly Americans in late 1900s, the biggest fear was best economic system in whole world. Communism. Hello comrades, my name is Ivan Makarov. Today, we have very special topic for YouTube video. Today's topic, Red Scare. Before we get into it, we need to add some context first. To add context, World War II had just ended. America made friends with other democratic countries, and Russia paired with other strong and awesome countries. Greatest leader ever, Joseph Stalin, did a fantastic job making sure all of Russia starved through Cold War, helped build us strong and train our bodies to work on little to no food. You know who does not have obesity problem, America? Russia. Silly Americans do Ozempic to lose weight. Here in Russia, we do August. Anyways, getting little off track. Point is, Russia was forming alliance with other communist countries, and communism was spreading in Europe. In general, tensions were high in Europe, and everyone was on edge of seat. Meanwhile, America started to worry about communism. They saw how much stronger and awesomer our people were getting and started to get very scared. America's government wanted to keep communism contained, as to make sure not to spread to them. However, as time went on, citizens started also being scared of communism. This created a movement known as Red Scare. During early stages of Cold War, silly Americans did many things to try to find communists. It was like witch hunt, no? Everybody point fingers at each other and call communist. Lots of unfair labeling, even with celebrities. Hollywood create blacklist of actors and directors suspected of communism. In fact, citizens were under the impression that there were not only spies in Hollywood, but also military and government. Lucky for America, Senator by name John McCarthy started being popular. He gained much power by making silly accusations towards bunch of people in government. Hey audience, look at me, I am Senator McCarthy. Right here in my hand, I have list of all successful communist countries. How strange. List is empty. Anyhow, McCarthy do this so much he create new word, McCarthyism. Basic definition is blaming someone who has no evidence whatsoever. McCarthy got revealed as fraud during the Army McCarthy hearings in 1954. Miguel, play clip.
As early as 1944.
Senator, may we not drop this? I did you, I think, no personal injury, Mr. Cole.
No, sir.
And if I did, I beg your pardon. Let us not assassinate this lad further, Senator.
Let's
You've done enough. Have you no sense of decency, sir? At long last, have you left no sense of decency?
They fired him from Senate, but it was too late. There were already much action taken, such as the Sedition Act, which heavily restricted freedom of speech. In Russia, freedom of speech is very important. You are free to say whatever the government allows you to say. Another repercussion of Red Scare was Palmer raids, which sent many immigrants out of country without due process. To sum up, the United States was in much panic from communism. Now, you are probably asking yourself, leading Russian journalist, how did the silly Americans solve Red Scare problem? Couple of things happened. Firstly, Supreme Court started overturning earlier decisions that allowed government to restrict freedom of speech, like Sedition Act. Also, public backlash added pressure for government and general society to lift blacklists and stop pointing fingers. So, what did that turn into? Communism is now widely accepted in United States of America. Everyone from silly high school girl to mayor of New York City is allowed to express communist beliefs and no one bats an eye. I hope you enjoy my video. Please, listen to these totally irrational claims about why communism does not work over bibliography. Communism has never worked for any country that has ever used it. On paper, seems like good idea, but idiot Karl Marx failed to realize that the problem with communism is people. It is like you are running Minecraft server, where everyone has specific role. However, As soon as one person steals from chest or doesn't do their job, everything falls apart. Much is similar in real life. Every communist nation starts off with big, "we are going to be different, it will work for us" mentality, but it always ends with starvation and poverty. Now, you may be thinking, no one has ever done it properly. Let's say hypothetically, I create cake recipe for perfect cake, heals everyone who eats it, and makes everyone's lives happy. Now, I go to friend one's house to bake cake, oven catches fire, and house burns down. So, you go to friend two's house to bake cake, his oven also catches fire and burns down house. Now, you do this many more times. Is it still oven problem? Or perhaps is your recipe wrong? But hey, these are just irrational claims. For me, communism is much success.